A July surprise that President Biden tests positive for COVID-19. The White House issued a statement on July 18, 2024, confirming the news. President Joe Biden had tested positive for COVID-19, a development that quickly garnered widespread attention. The news came as a surprise to many, given the president's rigorous health protocols. It sent ripples through the nation and beyond, dominating the news cycle. This was not the first time the president had faced the virus, having previously been vaccinated and boosted. However, the timing of this diagnosis carried significant weight, especially during a crucial period. The 2024 presidential election campaign was in full swing, adding to the gravity of the situation. Biden's positive test result immediately became a major news story, capturing the attention of the public. It dominated headlines and social media feeds, with reactions pouring in from all corners. Speculation and analysis filled the airwaves, as experts weighed in on the potential impact. The president's health, always a matter of public interest, was now under intense scrutiny, with every detail being examined. The world watched and waited for updates on his condition, eager for any news. The White House quickly moved to assure the public, aiming to calm any fears. They emphasized that President Biden was experiencing mild symptoms, a reassuring detail. He was fully vaccinated and twice boosted against COVID-19, which was expected to aid in his recovery. The medical team was confident in his ability to recover swiftly, given his vaccination status and overall health. Still, the diagnosis served as a stark reminder of the virus's persistent threat. COVID-19 remained a persistent threat, affecting lives and routines. It could impact even the most powerful individuals, underscoring the virus's reach. The news of President Biden's illness had immediate implications, both politically and personally. It disrupted his busy campaign schedule, forcing adjustments and cancellations. It also raised questions about the potential for the virus to spread, especially at large gatherings. This was especially concerning given the president's recent interactions with staff, advisors, and voters, all of whom could be at risk. The situation highlighted the ongoing need for vigilance and precaution, reminding everyone of the importance of health measures. It underscored the reality that the pandemic was far from over, with challenges still ahead. Biden and COVID-19, a history of proactive governance. President Biden entered office in 2021. The COVID-19 pandemic was raging. It was one of the most significant challenges facing the nation. Biden made it clear that addressing the pandemic was his top priority. He implemented a series of measures aimed at curbing the spread of the virus. Biden's administration launched a nationwide vaccination campaign. They worked to increase testing capacity and access to personal protective equipment, or PPE. They also provided financial assistance to individuals and businesses impacted by the pandemic. These efforts were met with mixed reactions. Some praised the Biden administration for its swift and decisive action. Others criticized what they perceived as government overreach. Despite the challenges, the Biden administration made significant progress in combating the pandemic. By the summer of 2024, the number of new COVID-19 cases had significantly decreased. Life had begun to return to a semblance of normalcy. However, the emergence of new variants served as a reminder. The virus remained a threat. It required continued vigilance. President Biden's own experience with COVID-19 underscored this point. His positive test results served as a reminder. The virus could still infect anyone, regardless of vaccination status. It highlighted the importance of continued adherence to public health measures. These included vaccination, masking, and social distancing. Leading through illness, Biden's COVID-19 recovery plan. Following his positive COVID-19 test, President Biden's medical team acted swiftly. They initiated a course of treatment with Paxlovid. This is an antiviral medication proven effective against severe COVID-19. The president was moved to the White House residence. He continued to carry out his presidential duties remotely. Biden's physician, Dr. Kevin O'Connor, provided regular updates on the president's condition. These updates were shared with the press and the public. This transparency was intended to reassure the nation. It also aimed to demonstrate that Biden remained capable of leading. He did so even while battling a second bout of COVID-19. Despite experiencing mild symptoms, President Biden remained actively engaged in his work. He held virtual meetings with his staff and advisors. He also participated in phone calls with world leaders. He used these opportunities to demonstrate that he was still in command. He wanted to show that the business of government continued uninterrupted. The president's ability to work remotely while recovering from COVID-19 highlighted the resilience of modern leadership. It demonstrated how technology could be leveraged to ensure continuity of government. It also underscored the importance of having robust systems in place. These systems allowed for the seamless transfer of power when necessary. Section 4. The 2024 Campaign Trail, Navigating Health and Politics. President Biden's COVID-19 diagnosis came at a pivotal moment in the 2024 presidential election cycle. The campaign was in full swing, with candidates fervently crisscrossing the country. They were holding rallies, engaging with voters, and participating in heated debates. Biden's illness forced him to temporarily withdraw from the campaign trail, creating a significant shift in the dynamics. This sudden withdrawal raised numerous questions about how his absence might impact the race. Some political analysts speculated that Biden's illness could generate sympathy among voters, potentially swaying undecided individuals. It might lead to an increase in support for his re-election bid, as voters often rally behind a leader facing personal challenges. However, others argued that it could raise concerns about his age and overall fitness to serve another term. This could potentially benefit his political opponents, who might use this as an opportunity to question his capability. In response, the Biden campaign sought to project an image of strength and resilience, emphasizing his dedication. They emphasized that the president was continuing to work diligently while recovering from COVID-19. They also highlighted his unwavering commitment to leading the country through challenging times despite personal health setbacks. However, the campaign also had to adjust to the reality of Biden's illness, making strategic changes. They postponed several in-person events and shifted their focus to virtual campaigning, utilizing technology to reach voters. The situation presented both challenges and opportunities for the Biden campaign, testing their adaptability. It remained to be seen how the electorate would ultimately view the president's handling of his illness and the campaign's response. Would they see it as a testament to his strength, resilience, and ability to lead under pressure? Or would they view it as a sign of vulnerability that raised doubts about his ability to serve another term, influencing their vote? Section 5. Public and political reactions, a spectrum of responses. News of President Biden's positive COVID-19 test elicited a wide range of reactions from the public and political figures alike. The announcement quickly became a focal point of discussion across various platforms. Social media platforms were abuzz with well wishes for the president's speedy recovery. People from all walks of life, including celebrities and ordinary citizens, took to Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to express their support. There were also expressions of concern and speculation about the potential impact of his illness on the country's leadership. Analysts debated the implications for national security and the continuity of government operations. Political opponents offered a mix of cautious statements and veiled criticisms. Some took the opportunity to question the administration's handling of the pandemic, while others focused on the need for transparency regarding the president's health. Some expressed genuine concern for the president's health. They wished him a swift recovery, emphasizing the importance of unity during such challenging times. Others used the opportunity to raise questions about his age and fitness to lead. They argued that the diagnosis highlighted vulnerabilities that could impact his ability to serve effectively. This sparked a broader conversation about the demands of the presidency and the physical and mental resilience required. International leaders also responded to the news, sending messages of support and well wishes for the president's recovery. Leaders from allied nations and even some from adversarial countries expressed their hopes for his swift return to health. The incident served as a reminder of the global nature of the COVID-19 pandemic. It underscored how no one, regardless of their position or power, is immune to the virus. It highlighted the interconnectedness of world leaders and the potential for such events to have ripple effects across the globe. The health of one leader can influence international relations and global stability. The varied reactions to President Biden's COVID-19 diagnosis reflected the deep political polarization that continued to grip the United States. The pandemic, already a divisive issue, became even more so with the president's illness. It also highlighted the intense scrutiny faced by public figures, particularly during times of crisis. Every action and decision made by the president was analyzed and critiqued, adding to the pressure of leading during a pandemic. The incident served as a microcosm of the broader societal debate about health, leadership, and the role of government in addressing public health emergencies. It brought to the forefront questions about preparedness, response, and the balance between personal privacy and public transparency.